Ready to do a Q&A. Harmony, do you want to say anything first off?
I just want to say, what's going on in Utah? I've always wanted to live in Utah.
Awesome. All right, so should I just open it wide up to questions right now?
Yeah, I've always thought Utah seems like the type of place that would be wonderful to raise, like, you know, a family and babies.
All right. Okay, who's the first question of the day? Let's go right here to you.
Hi, so as I've watched your films over the years, I've always wondered about the people who are in them. So the same goes with Trash Humpers. Who is an actor, who isn't an actor? Where did you find the people who weren't actors? What did you tell them about the movie? Have they seen it since it's been completed?
Hello? I heard something about an actor.
Yeah, so who was an actor? Who wasn't an actor in the movie? Where did you find the people who weren't actors? What did you tell them about the movie?
I don't know. It's hard for me to say. It's difficult to say. I can't really remember who was what. But a lot of times we just found these people knocking on their door, and then sometimes they would be very polite and let us in. And we lived in the back of a strip mall, and we would sleep in tires and sometimes put hay in the tire. And then a lot of it was just a trial and error, knocking on doors.
All right, thanks. Next question.
I love the movie, and the whole concept of old people or dressing up as old people and doing inappropriate things reminds me of Jackass. So what do you think about that comparison?
Oh yeah, that's fine. That seems fine. I really am just horrified by old people that move well. It was always something that I thought, sometimes when you see an old person, but he can dance really well, or he runs really well, I think that that's something slightly demonic about it.
All right, next question. Who's next? Questions right here?
What did you film it on? It all looks really VHS. Did you do any like post-production, or is it all done with like a VHS camcorder? Can you hear me?
What's happened? What happened?
I don't know.
That's good.
Oh, what did you film it with? It has like a VHS.
Oh, I filmed it with some VHSs. I mean, with some some VHSs.
And then like all the title sequences, did you do those with the cameras as well? Because I know the old ones had the built-in titles and stuff.
What happened?
Is that how you did the titles with the camcorders?
Yeah, we filmed it with camcorders. I worked with this guy. He's an editor. He's 75% blind. And what he would do is he would tape pencils to the end of his fingers, and then he would take apart these VCRs, and he would glitch the hell out of these things. This guy glitched so much that I actually noticed that he had a tick in his ass, crawling up his ass, and it had gotten so big and he didn't even notice because his glitching had started to fuck with his mind. This is the kind of person though that you want to work with in life.
Okay, next question.
I had to take out with an industrial-sized tweezer. I put this tweezer in a glass case, and it's ensconced in my garage. And sometimes I look at it just for laughs, because it reminds me of those days.
Yeah. Did you have any run-ins with the cops during the shooting of this one?
What?
Cops? Did you have a lot of problems
No, that one cop only came out when there was a dead body there, and all he would talk about is just the fact that his low-hanging nutsack was disturbing. But I was actually very surprised at how accommodating people are these days.
Awesome, awesome. All right, who else has a question? All right, we got one question up here.
Hello? Hello? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, did you play any of those Humpers? Did you put a mask on?
Yeah, I was one of them.
Which one?
Well, it's best not to say.
Well, I'm just kind of, this is actually just you and me.
Tell us!
Yeah,
nobody has to know about
I'll
this.
let
This is
I'll
silent.
let you take a guess. You got a 1 in 3 shot unless you think I was the woman.
Firecracker guy.
The baby, the long black blonde hair with the guy. It was the guy who was bald.
What?
Hey,
What do you ask?
I just wanted you to be honest and just say it straight up. But no, it's all good. I have another question. It's actually, I don't know if it's a question or not. Don't stop squinting. I'm watching you squint. You had a scene with Hulk Hogan wearing a nanny suit. Do you know the scene I'm talking about?
What? Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan, long blonde hair, muscle, wearing a French, nanny suit, and he had this quote that was like how human culture is degrading into the point where we're all gonna die, destruction. And, do you know what scene I'm talking about? I'm not doing a good job at it. Is that?
Yeah.
Did he come up with that on the spot, or was that you? Was that you?
Was that me playing Hulk Hogan?
No, was that your quote? Were you encouraging him? I like that quote. Out of the whole bit of nonsense and trash humping, there was this one quote that kind of stood out for me, and I was just wondering if that had come from your mind, or was that just Hulk Hogan in a nanny suit that come out of that?
He was. I don't know, because I live on the road from here. He's a songwriter. He was Shel Silverstein's good buddy, and he wrote a lot of great songs. That's something he wrote.
That's good. Thank you. Bobby has a question.
Harmony, what is your history with humping trash? Where did this come from?
Well,
You know what I'm talking about.
I grew up down the street from a place where they would, this couple would sometimes warehouse elderly people for $19 a month. And sometimes I would walk by the house and they would always be playing that band's Hermits. And it seems like it was kind of a torture place. But it was very kind of, I don't know, it wasn't that strange to sometimes see these guys out late at night fornicating with trash and peeping in windows. I had a pretty next door neighbor and they were always staring in her window. I think they would sometimes get out late at night and I don't know, they just seemed like that's what they were into.
So what you're saying is old people are trash and you like to hump them.
What?
Is that what you're saying? Old people are trash and you want to hump them. Yes?
I can't understand what you're saying.
Old people humping trash.
And what?
Humping you. Alright, one more question.
All right, let's do one more question or 2 more questions. I have one right down here.
I don't know what the hell you're saying.
Okay, I have a new question.
Hey, so with American independent cinema, it seems to be becoming more and more polished, at least visually, with digital video and the availability of cameras like the Red one. So I wanted to